how's it going, everyone? All right, so today's going to be a new episode of talking about some stuff from the Ren-Nu program. This playlist on the screen right here is going to be in the description of this video. Not to mention, if you do have any interest in taking part in the Ren-Nu program, I'll put that link down below too. So today is going to be a little different episode other than talking about like different types of weeks and stuff, because in the Ren-Nu program, you learn new stuff every single week, pretty much like on a college course or a online course basis. Today's kind of going to be like a little bit of week 1, 2.5. Going to be posting a video later this week covering week number 2, but I kind of really want to talk about a topic that is very important. And if you've been following me for a while, no, I don't wear glasses. These are anti-blue rays, whatever you want to call them. It really is a shame how we get punished as human beings with eye strains for being in front of our workstation for many, many hours out of the day. Although I will say that if you are consuming a tremendous amount of sugar and very much factory-made carbs, it can definitely contribute to your eye vision. But my eye strains are just very much me overworking. But on Santa Barbara Nutrients channel, Melina did posting our new podcast episode number 4. We actually recorded 2 more that's going to be dropping relatively soon. Really good. One is on protein, and then another one is a testimonial one as well too. So definitely check this one out, because it has a lot in there talking about cheat meals, talking about social events, and that's primarily what I really want to talk about today in this short little video, because if you do partake in the Ren-Nu program, you will have the ability to pretty much connect with many other people that are a part of the same program as you, and it can be used for a lot of motivation. So pretty much they call it office hours per se. You can join by using a cell phone, using a tablet, using a laptop, a Mac, a Windows. All you really have to do is download Zoom to your smart device or computer, and you basically just click on the Zoom link, and then boom, bang, you're going to be in pretty much a Zoom call for office hours. And during office hours, Melina is there along with Kathy, the dietitian of the Ren-Nu program, aka your dietitian as well. And pretty much you can get on, ask questions, you can connect with other people. And one of the testimony that we just ended up recording for a podcast episode was actually someone that went through the Ren-Nu program. Their EGFR went up by a lot. And one of the biggest things that they got value in, not only their EGFR going up, but also being able to connect with other people that are doing the program, and also other people that are fighting the same fight. It really is unfortunate, because this disease is so different for every person. For me personally, I got extremely lucky, and I caught it very, very early, a lot earlier than other people. But if I never went in for an MRI that was unrelated to my kidneys, my progression would still be going on right now. It's a shell shocker, but you will find that you're going to be among people that are doing the same thing as you. If you have a lot of anxiety, a lot of worries, a lot of fears, you can pretty much talk among each other, and you can say, hey, you know, I'm at this stage of my progression. I'm really nervous about this. Not to mention, maybe I'm also very new to ketosis. Is it a little dangerous? You know, do I have to be worried about anything? What about, pretty much, is ketosis a natural process? Is it artificial? You basically have the ability to ask questions to calm a lot of worries. And talking to quite a bit of people that have gone through this program, I've asked them, I'm like, hey, what are some takeaways that you can really express? And the biggest thing is just being among other people, especially with your type of disease, because you got to admit, not everybody has the issue of growing organs. It's a very unique thing out there. And when I tell people, I'm like, hey, I have to very much be careful of what I eat, and also very much be careful of my micros, pretty much how much sodium. But you do got to get enough salt. I will say that. But understand that the vast majority of people here in America, they consume way too much sodium, like nearly 3x of the amount of sodium that we really need, maybe even greater. But it's pretty much just basic support that a lot of people really lack. And having that support system where you can get on and talk to each other on a weekly basis and be like, I was out at a social event. It was very hard for me. I had all these worries going through my head. Does anybody else, have the same feeling? Yeah, I have the same feeling too. What are some good tips to really deal with that as well? So being among people, you can really express like a lot of those tips. I'll go ahead and give you one of mine. When I first started doing this, I had no support system. I didn't go through a program at all. I ended up going through a program back in fall of 2024 with my dietitian, and it was like it was very much hellish before I really started working with a group, because when I started doing it on my own, I had so much worries. I was actually very scared about going into ketosis, as crazy as that sounds, because it's such a natural process. So having a support system where you can talk to other people, whether it's on Facebook groups, down below is also Dr. Wimes's Facebook group. Please definitely check that out. There's another great Facebook group as well too, that I'm a part of. And being a part of a ketogenic community can definitely take away a lot of worries from your healing goals. Because if you surround yourself with people that are not aligned with what you're doing, it can really frighten you and scare you out of staying consistent. And I have had plenty of like WTF moments where I've been a little scared, and then I've asked my dietitian, and I'm like, hey, is this good? And it's like, hey, everything's kosher. I'm like, okay, this makes a lot of sense. If you're not aligned with those types of people or that type of group, it can really deter you away from taking your goals. So this little short video is just really more of like, I want to say my testimonial of the benefits of being part of a group. Once again, if you're trying to be very much animal-based, aka a carnivore, if you align yourself to a bunch of vegans, you're probably going to be not like the advice you're going to be getting is very different. So it's all about aligning yourself with people that also want to be on your pathway of your journey. And the name of the game is ketosis. There's more than one way to do it. And if you align yourself with a ketogenic community and you're like, hey, I just want to do a standard ketogenic diet, you're among people that just will have a standard ketogenic diet. Obviously, you may have to pivot either to the left or to the right. Maybe go to, a little bit more carnivore, a little bit more vegan, depending what you want. But the whole premise is that if you're working with someone that only believes that a low sodium diet and a high grain type of diet, low protein, aka the DASH diet, is something you're doing, then it's not aligning to your goals pretty much. But like I said, definitely check out that podcast episode, because we really did cover a lot about social eating. And a lot about just like really fears and worries, and a lot more is going to be coming out soon. As always, if you want a question to be answered on the podcast series on Santa Barbara Nutrient Channel, leave a comment down below, and definitely comment if you have any other type of questions. Please remember that I'm not a doctor, I'm not a dietitian, I am a health coach, but at the same time, I can't give medical advice. So please be aware of that. But as for questions such as very much fearful anxiety type of worries, such as, hey, um, this is very much published information now, but the cholesterol that you eat, and I hear this a lot. Hey, I'm eating a lot of eggs. Believe it or not, eggs can actually lower your cholesterol. The cholesterol you eat is not going to contribute to the blood cholesterol that you take on a cholesterol blood test. It's very different. Very, very different. The reason why my personal cholesterol is very super high is because I'm a lean mass hyperresponder. That's a very different topic for a different video, but that's really one of the biggest worries and fears. So please take that with a grain of salt. And I really hope everyone is doing well, staying motivated, and a couple new videos going to be dropping on this channel very soon. So stay tuned for that. Thank you, everyone. God bless. Take it easy, and see you on the next one.